Hello, hopefully that's going live, and hello and welcome. I'm Theresa from Tree Heart Arts Design Authentic, or Love Authentic Me, a Facebook and YouTube of the same name. Welcome. Each week for Meditation Monday I go live for half an hour, 20 minutes meditation. Sometimes we do tapping, a bit of EFT, whatever feels right at the time. I totally intuit what we do as I start to meditate. So and as always, whatever I say, take on board what resonates with you. What doesn't, it's fine. I'm not here to change the world, just to hopefully make you feel in a better feeling place, or to align with the good feeling that you've already had. So this week it's the new moon today as well. So for those of you that don't know, each month I do a new moon and a full moon workshop, and this one is a very special one, which is available, links in my bio for anyone that wants to go and join that. Because it's the beginning of the new astrological year, so it's like a second chance New Year's. So really, really good for intentional stuff. So today, to connect with our coherence, we're going to do a little bit of visualization and creative visualization. I have been, and I will to say up front, the more aligned I get, the more I start to channel sound and vibration. So sometimes if I have no control over that, it happens, but we'll just see where we go. But let's get in a really good feeling place. This really feeling the lightness of the shift from being in this sort of more denser energy of the first 2 weeks we had in April, to now being lighter and more freedom of movement. So definitely feel like the energy has lightened, and I hope that hopefully that's the same for you. Earlier this morning in my channeling session, a message came through, so I will share what came through while I was chanting the guidance, which is that it's really important for us over the next few months to align with joy, to align with love, to align with that frequency and that vibration, and to allow ourselves to let go of fear. There's going to be that balance, but not to be fearful of the fear, because in actual fact, fear is a tool. If you're feeling afraid, you need to know why. It's a tool to say, why do I feel this way? Why am I being triggered? What is it? What is the contrast? And to allow and be in a state of allowing, and to speed up to your own natural frequency, which is well-being. And in order to do that, you need to be questioning, and the questions that you ask yourself, and the whys, and the one that you need to go and connect with coherence, which is what I hope we do every week, so that you can then pose these questions to yourself and your inner being. It's not something that you can ask other people, it's something that must come from you yourself. So just get in a comfortable position. In fact, earlier I felt like we might do a little bit of shaking and a tiny bit of qigong. In fact, if you're able to stand, you can still do it sitting. We're going to do some shaking to start to just, your body cannot be in fight or flight. This really frees up the nervous system when you shake your body. So if you're able to stand, don't worry about feeling silly, just kind of just shake it off, as if you're shaking everything off. Really let go. Sort of bouncing. If you're sitting in your seat, then just looking silly, let go of looking silly. We're going to connect to those joy circuits. So just let it go. Shake. This is something I learned from Lee Holden and Hour with Alice from Help Me Nutrition. Just, my best friend obviously does. I don't know if any of you are familiar with shaking technique. You think of animals when they're in fear, the reason they shake is it helps the nervous body, helps you to release that energy, that nervous energy. Okay? And when you are ready, get back into a seated position. Just breathe for me. Breathing in breathing out. We will do some deep breathing this week as well, I think. So breathing in for the longest breath. So feel, totally expand your lungs and feel your lung capacity. Breathing in and breathing out. And as you're breathing in, fill up your lungs. If it helps, put your hand on your chest, on your diaphragm and on your stomach. And when you exhale, let go. So breathing in energy and letting go any stresses, any woes. But trying not to focus. If you feel yourself just letting go. And as you're breathing, maybe lift up the shoulders and roll them back. So opening up the heart chakra. Just rolling. And because lots of us, we are working from home, just to add, just so you are tuned into your body and we're getting past our head, if you just add your next breath, as you breathe out, just roll your shoulders gently round, ever so subtly. Still keep breathing in, breathing out, going in one direction, and then when you reach the bottom, go in the opposite direction. When you're up, breathing in, breathing out, breathing down. Loosening that tension around the shoulders. Nose. So closing your eyes if you feel comfortable doing so. If you don't, that's fine. Just breathing in, breathing out. Just focusing on the breath for the time being. And just we're going to do some deep, long, deep breathing breaths. So feeling up the body and the oxygen and the brain before we do our visualization. Working with our body, breathing in and then out. Feeling your breath like the waves as they're hitting the shore. Start to tune in, but keep those breaths deep and the exhaling out. Relax into each breath. Don't fight your thoughts, don't fight your body, just allow. Feeling the oxygen as you expel that breath. And as you keep your breathing, that flow of your breath, tuning yourself to the rhythm of your breath and your breathing, to become aware of the movement and the totality of your senses. The sense of the breath moving in and out of your lungs, moving in and out. Allow yourself to just be in this now moment. Whatever you are feeling, allow it to flow. There's no judgment. Whatever thought comes up, don't battle with it. Just watch it. I like to think of the analogy of dropping poo sticks or leaves and the dropping in a stream under a bridge, letting it just flow by. You can follow that leaf if you wish, and then bringing monkey mind back to the breath. And again, breathing in, breathing out. Easing your mind into this now moment to just be. moving away, just listening to the sound of your own breath, the sound of me. Can you feel? Just sit in observation of those feelings, those emotions. Breathing. What can you smell? What can you taste? What can you see? Become aware of the sounds in the room where you are, of the music in the background, of your breath, of the exterior sounds in your household or your office or wherever you are in your now moment. What's the loudest sound you can hear? What's the subtlest? Allow the senses to come alive, to tune, as we tune into our senses of where we are in this now moment. Of what we taste, any taste in the mouth, whether you've eaten, whether you've been drinking, your morning or your afternoon, wherever you are in the world. For me, the cacao I just had might be your tea. And your body and the awareness of that. Of the movement of your body, the rise and fall of your breath, the feel of the clothes you're wearing, the presence and the weight of whether you're laying or you're sitting. Allow that breath to keep flowing in movement, in stillness. Though we sit in stillness, there's so much going on. Be in awareness and be in gratitude of that simple act of breathing in the oxygen as it flows, as it goes into your lungs, and through the heart as it's pumped and that oxygenated blood around your body, going to every cell, every capillary, right to the tips of the fingers, to the tips of the toes, to the oxygen in the brain, wherever your body needs it, grounding. Be grateful right now for our body. It holds our consciousness, our spirit. It anchors us in this 3D reality, our perception, and how we feel and how we are and how we be. Allow that awareness to seep into you and be grateful. Breathe that in. And just stay and sit. And I'm going to go quiet and allow you just a moment to just be in awareness of the totality of you. In this stillness, I want you to think, bring to mind, conjure up the emotion of joy and gratitude, the simplicity of just being here in this now moment. Even if you just see yourself smiling, just feeling joy and saying thank you, just appreciating in this second that is you being aware of you. Filling that up with every cell in your being. And don't worry if anything comes up, any resistance comes up, any thoughts or feelings of I'm uncomfortable, or this is not quite right, or worrying about this, that's fine. Just acknowledge it. Say thank you. Because you're aware that this is where we're vibrating, this is where we're resonating, this is where and what we're creating. And just breathe that breath and release that exhale. The new moon is a chance to plant the seeds, to direct our focus in the conscious creator that we are innately. So let's do that. This is the beginning of a cycle for the next 6 months. Sometimes it's harder to think about the short term as it is to think about the long term. So I want you to imagine your future self, not just in 6 months' time, but further ahead, in a few years' time. If you want to go to 6 years, that's fine. If not, just 3 years is fine. Think about 3 years' time from now. I want you to connect to the multi-dimensional facet that is you, the future you, as time is only linear in our perception of it. In reality, it's not. Science tells us otherwise. So I want you to think about connecting with yourself in accordance with your beliefs. Stepping into that future you. What do you see and what do you feel? Allow yourself to align with the atoms in the micro-macro of the possibilities and the infinite possibilities. Allow yourself to see and feel. Where are you? What are you doing? Where are you working? Are you working? What is it that you do? Your relationships? What kind of people are in your life? Who are you co-creating with? What resonance is happening for you? What are you attracting into your life? Who or what? Where are you? And who with whom? What are you doing? Imagine your perfect day. I normally visualize this first thing in the morning, but what is a perfect day for the future you, not for the you now? Step into who that is. Go beyond what's going on. See the bigger picture. Who are you sharing your time with? What are you doing with your time? What are you doing to help the world? Just feel that. Connect with that. Beyond the now moment and time and space. You are feeling that in this now moment. That awareness is real. Just revel with that for the minute. Is there anything that you feel, your higher self, your creator, the part of you that's more than, wishes to tell you? Your guides, the angels. Say thank you for showing me this, for showing me with clarity. In my focus, I plant the seeds for this to become, for this to be manifest, made manifest. To focus on that path that takes me, the steps that I need to take to become aligned with the greater part of me. And just stay there for one moment. And when you're ready, you've breathed in all those feelings, the colours, the taste, the texture of the part of you that you're getting up to speed with. And you made a mental note of all the things, or the vibration, the frequency of who you really are, even if you don't see or feel anything. Just take a deep breath, breathing into the now. With our focus, we're seeding what we choose. Choosing love over fear. Choosing to be aligned with the greater part of us. Slowly coming back to where you are now, to the totality of your senses, wiggling your fingers and your toes, gradually put your hand over your heart. Feel that breath that is you. You feel the physical you, the atoms that make up you. We know that Every part of our being is made up of the microscopic level of spinning frequency. We just need to line up with that and set the dial, which we just did, to manifest into being who we choose to be. So wiggling the fingers, wiggling your toes. If it helps, placing the hands over your face. Slowly bringing your fingers down so you can slowly open your eyes and coming back to this now moment. To where you are. Just breathing in and out. Thank you for your time and allowing me to hold space for you. Thank you. Thank your guides and our angels and the greater part of us. That is me, that is you, that is all of us. Whoever you choose to call it, God, Goddess, just the particles of our universe. Thank you. Have a wonderful week and a wonderful new moon, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Please like and share and with anyone you feel would benefit from this. And thank you. I appreciate your time and being with me. Love and blessings for you and all your seeded new intentions.